You don't see anybody? Okay. Alright, sick. Hey, what's going on, Joe?
What's going on?
How you
Ohio.
doing?
Motherfucker with the Ohio. Jesus.
We're doing good, man. How's it going? Okay, sorry. So, the quest that I'm doing, Dragon, is for a gun, and I have to talk to that guy real quick. Now they're gonna need me to teleport somewhere else. But since we got you here in the labyrinth, and we need to get you past the labyrinth, let's go kill that labyrinth boss. We're getting you past there tonight. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing right now. Kill, you want to join up?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm so jealous. Your evening is just starting.
People just laying down now. Hopefully they go to sleep.
Oh man, that's like shit. Welcome to the club. For all of us.
Campbell.
Right? You say shoot me? No.
You're not popping up.
It's
Are
not
you in
popping
someone
up.
else's world? No. Are you in someone else's world?
Are we? Did you join my world? Yeah, you did join my world. Yeah, yeah. So you, if you're on the thing, you should see it there.
Damn it.
You touch the world stone and see what happens.
Oof, that was a close one. I almost fumbled.
I see you there.
You see me?
I see you on the friends list. Yeah.
Nice.
Hold on.
Oh, it's like, yeah.
We're gonna try to skip here and see if they fixed it. Yeah, you can follow them.
My hidden are looking for Zivu Arath, but apart from lingering Wrathborn, it seems she's gone to ground.
That was enough for Savathun.
You got this ring
She
back here,
used
right?
us to continue an age-old game between her and her sister.
And we played into her hands.
Yes,
Nice.
but we have what we need. And Zivu Arath's
Are you guys in
position is
the
weakened.
adventure mode or in story?
That must be enough
We
for
are
us as
in
well.
campaign.
Okay. Yeah, Labyrinth's not even showing up for me.
2. No? Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3. That's another part of the labyrinth that we'd have to go through. Hold on here. I see you there. That's weird.
Alright, I think it's gonna let me join now.
Yep, there we go. There we go. Yay!
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Oh, jeez.
So how are we doing today?
Fucking phantasmal.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go. Oh, I already got the door open this way.
Did you guys get a shortcut?
I don't think so. I think we'll be okay. Nice. So now we're just looking to kill the labyrinth boss.
Labyrinth. Ooze.
What the labyrinth boss ever did in
I
years?
thought that was it.
What
It
is that?
existed, apparently.
Oof. Oof.
Apparently, someone chose him to be the one to guard our way.
See, I like my answer better. Just looked at me funny.
Tit.
Ain't you no
so-
look?
Don't take much, does it?
Nope.
Jump off that, jump off that, jump off that! Ah! It's okay, we got a checkpoint right here.
You guys have no fucking clue what they're supposed to do next, though.
Lord Shinra.
Genra.
Oh my.
Shindeneru.
What? I'm
Santarayu.
Oh, no. No. There we go.
Jeez, the range on that is huge.
Boom. Popped.
Let's see. What we got going on?
Run around with this wall banner.
Spawning from the other side.
Yeah.
Alright, Juggernaut should be coming around. They're gonna spawn over here. Where you at? Doing silly stuff up there.
There is more. Such a resourceful woman. You know, I'm proud of her. She did exactly
Watch out behind you,
as I
the
asked.
blocks.
And now we know
Know what?
that the Hellmouth was the best thing that ever happened to her.
Should get old Juggernaut face right now.
Juggernaut.
Here he is.
There he be.
Everything should down there.
He's down.
Yeah. That's the last one. Alright.
This little creep chilling around the corner, he's dead.
Alright, here you go.
Awesome.
So who are we doing this for? Someone that's not in your world? Because you know they still have to do it in their world.
This is for Dragon we're doing this for.
Yeah, well, Dragon needs to do it in his world still. But it's doing it in your world.
That's right. I told him to join me to get him through Labyrinth because I was doing the anguish stuff.
he can get gear and things like that, but that key that you just got, when he goes back to his world, it won't be there.
He won't have it. Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll still have to do all of this again in his world.
Okay, so Dragon, we're gonna have to follow you. We're gonna have to join your game another time then.
Alright, well, let's go this way. If we're gonna fight the boss now.
Yeah.
Which way do we need to go to get to that little area? Oh, they're good. We need to go this way. Right before you go and deal with the boss. A shortcut. Let me show you guys quickly.
This way. I was just putting the key in there.
Reckoning in blood.
Oh, man. Alright. Right behind this portal is the next spot we need to go.
Yep.
So, right behind this portal, jump into this portal.
Yeah, you gotta go behind it and drop down into the one you see below. There you go.
Alright, now this is a little trick on dealing with the labyrinth boss. So, you guys make it to here, then you come in here, and you see that?
Yeah.
That's when the labyrinth boss is key. So you gotta shoot that. Yep. And now when you go and deal with the labyrinth boss now,
what makes it less dangerous now?
He's gonna be
I
down
severed
less
her
some health.
connection to her throne
Yeah.
world.
Okay.
They allow their creators a method of
now we
resurrection,
go back through
but they
here.
have limits.
Oh
Oryx
shit.
brought his
No,
throne
we
world
go this
into
way.
his dreadnought's embrace.
Go back through here.
Vanity was his undoing.
And there's a
The Guardians
portal.
breached it and destroyed him. So too did his
this is
sister
the right one,
perish
sorry.
when she welcomed us into
We'll
her
turn it
throne
around, all this shit
world.
looks the same.
The Guardians found Savathun there and
We just
ended
need to
her
go
life.
this way.
But Zivu Arath's
We
undoing
need to
will
go
be for
back
lack
around
of
to
a
that
throne.
area. Which is,
And
Death
when that
becomes you.
happens, I will smile.
so what you could do is use this crystal, take us back to the main crystal. We're right outside the door, so we don't have to do any more running around.
Fractured Ingress, right?
I think so.
Now we just go to the main portal, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, let me just change something quickly. Let me change my gun.
Yeah, I probably should change it from this for the labyrinth boss.
Just something that's gonna put some more damage. This is always a good thing. Merciless blood gun.
Dragon, you can stay at this checkpoint. Do I want to try and take the chance with this? Fuck. Huh? I want to go in and help kill, to be honest with you. It's not like it's hard. It's just that it's like, I don't want to take the chance to get smashed by this stupid boss. I'll be so pissed. Fuck.
There's still a lot to learn from Savathun's Spire. Hone your magic, Guardian.
Shoot the void crystals to bring them down.
You can revive him at the thing, right?
Alright, so you got this though. There you go.
There we go.
Nice forgotten close.
That wasn't that bad.
No.
Oh man, it was exhausting. Okay. Not even there.
Yo, Ryu, you do not understand how, like, the first time you get to that boss and you're doing it yourself, it's like, you're immediately just like, this isn't hard. I just gotta, you know what I mean? Focus up.
That sounds hard.
I went really hard through the labyrinth because I knew from the first game that the labyrinth has a lot of secrets. So you just need to discover everything. So I found that little window. I was like, bet. Shot that thing, and then when I finally got to the boss, I was like, oh, that was the boss. Sweet. Yeah. But when I first stepped again, I went really hard. Nice. Oh, yeah. Alright, well, you guys got through the labyrinth. Now we just gotta do it again in Dragon World.
Big boss belt buckle under my Michelin S.
That's a classic.
Right?
That's what Crawler's up to. Nice, sneaking. Hey guys, Crawler's over here. He's behind the rock. Guys, look.
It's the snitching for me.
Hey, it's not snitching if I get 10 gold pieces. Snitching's free.
No. Oh.
It's called paid information.
Oops. Can I not carry that when he has a flame on it? Oh, okay, I hit it twice.
Get that capture card and 16 stuff. Probably get, that's probably, you know what? Yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
What was up?
What's gonna happen?
When I get my capture card and stuff all set, that's when the Final Fantasy Trudge is gonna go along. All of them. All of them are gonna be done. 1 through fucking 16, minus the MMOs.
Alright. So.
Now, like Thanos,
At me?
you sit and watch the sunset.
So now, I gotta figure out. I think we gotta go to. We saw him in the labyrinth. Now I think we gotta go back to Nerude to go see this NPC. I was hunting down that anguish gun.
That's the one beyond. Right. Oh, now we're riveting.
Alright, now it's out to Nerude, but we gotta go to Telrath's residence.
Did they know somebody's being rude?
I wish.
Talrude. Sandstorm.
So is this switch? Ooh. I killed that in this man's neck. Your problem is
This is gas stuff. Or have you beaten already?
Ooh, to find the door kill. I'll lock it. I'll lock it. I'll lock it.
The little spellcaster. Erison Savathun taught you so much.
That's a wrap.
Mastering the spire, fighting like hell in
Hope you had a
Aruglia, taking
good
Sivu
breakfast
down the
this
bed.
morning.
You
So we've
really
now
did
been
your
making it home for
mommies
dinner.
proud.
Damn, too far. Swung too far, man.
Okay, is that a bow and arrow guy? Who keeps seeing me? I think I'm a victim of the thing you were talking about, Ryu. I mentioned
That level.
and he's just like, hey, what's that over there? That straw that's embedded with all the other straw in the field.
It's like that
You know,
Jet
that
Li
one
movie.
straw.
It's like that Jet Li movie, like The Last Emperor or some shit, where it's like, how'd you know I was here? 1,000 candles. Fuck off. Fuck off. 1,000 candles
Right.
warned you my ass.
Okay, so I think the next thing. Oh, Dragon, you good?
What? How the
He over
hell
here
did I
doing the
miss that?
moonwalk.
Oh.
Looks like he might have gotten kicked. Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
No,
Yeah, I can hear
Dragonfly
you.
has been
Yeah,
removed due to
Dragon looks like
network.
he got kicked. Yeah. So it looks like what I got to do now for the rest of the game is I got to make it all the way to Root Earth. Kill, are you going to be around tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be
Or
around tomorrow.
later today, rather?
Well, yeah, I'll be around tomorrow.
Yeah.
Been tomorrow for
All
him
right,
for
so
a hot minute.
maybe we
Just
can pick
message me.
this. Just message you. All right, cool.
Yeah.
I'll send you a message, yo.
All right.
All right. End the stream there tonight, man. I feel like that's a good one.
All right. You guys have a good night, and
Thank you very much for popping in. I appreciate it.
no
All right,
problem.
bless you.
You guys have a good night, and I'll catch y'all
You
next
too.
time.
Sounds
sure.
good. Cool.
All right. Now.
Oh, panic. I panicked. I made it.
Yeah.
Talk to him, audience.
All right. We're gonna
Oh,
raid on
shit.
out to Nightcrawler. Thank you very much for everybody that stopped by. I really appreciate it. We'll be back on tomorrow with some more Remnant. And yeah, stay safe. And
This
remember,
boy has
don't be a weirdo. Be a hero.
Yo, after you're done reading, you gotta read his tags, bro. Some wild shit going on there. It's great. Love it.
Jeez.
Oh, this scene. Yeah, you're in it, bro.
Oh, they caught. Wait, wasn't this guy supposed to escape?
Mash, man. Stop talking.
Whoops.
Do your shit. Save the life.
Oh boy. Oh, this guy. Wizzo. Not my voice cracking. Wizzo Prime with the raid. Thank you, my guy. Appreciations. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can do some stuff before stuff happens. Oh, I can pause it. Excellent.
No, Dragonfly's back. Hello.
These are some of Savathun's best. Take it down.
You're all good.
Welcome in, Raiders. Appreciate you guys being here.
I can't even hear him.
Running some Ghost of Tsushima.
Can you hear Wizzo?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, no, I was talking about Dragon.
Everybody
My
have a
apologies.
good night, morning, or afternoon, wherever you are in the world.
Yeah, it's not good.
Oh, you can't hear shit. That's not bad.
Yeah. I'm not sure how to fix that situation.
Oh, if you can even pay the fact that it looks like a brute.
Who's the Mongol leader?
Brutiest old brute guy, like he's one of those ignorant motherfuckers. You tell him the sky is up, he's like, nope, it's down.
No, you know what the thing is? He doesn't look, or maybe he doesn't look ignorant. But he's very like, hey man, listen, we're gonna win, man.
No,
We can either get down or lay down.
but he is ignorant though, because he's like, I beat you with your own skills.
Right?
We're just way better than you.
Very true, very true.
But yeah, Dragon, Wizzo called the stream. I don't know if he's gonna still play or not, but
I am still on, but I'm probably gonna go to bed soon, Dragon, so we should probably link up tomorrow.
he's probably gonna go to bed soon, so he said he'll be on tomorrow. Okay.
Okay. Alright, yeah man, we'll link up another time.
Wow, this guy's brave. This guy's about to lose his life.
Alright, no problem.
Yo, this guy's our cockiest little shit ever.
Alright, man.
no
See you later, Dragon.
Easy, yo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Wow. Oh, you know nothing.
No problem.
This guy just ripped up. Yo, this man's a different man. You can just toss it aside. Wow, this guy's gonna get it. I'd make sure there's fire and poison on my katana when I meet this man.
Oh, yeah. Better than Sephiroth? Yes. like, totally. Like, way better.
So good.
I just chop off from it. I didn't even use proper stance and nothing. Just swing, sharp end to the neck. And then he just left it there to look at. Yo, this guy's a fan.
Yep.
Well, his whole deal, man, is to shut, like, how do you
How
do
did he
military?
even know? Like, how the hell did he even get caught? Like, this man was running like 10 miles ahead of them on a horse.
He got caught because he went back.
No, he did, but then he was like, yo, like, I'm gonna
He got-
distract them for you.
I don't know if we're listening to the same thing you're saying, man. He is not a trained samurai, and he's like, yo, man, I'm gonna go distract him for you. You see
But
that
that's what I'm
future?
saying. But then he ran away on the horse.
You see that Futurama episode where your back can't take it, boy, it's too low? That's exactly what happened there, bro. This guy doesn't know what the fuck to do. I gotta fucking do the mechanics here, otherwise we're gonna be stuck here forever.
Oh, that's my stuff? Oh, nice. Yes, Jane, we will murder them all. Oh, standoff. Let's start this off with a standoff, little appetizer. So stupid how these guys try to fake you out.
So good.
Right? All that. Roman Amazora and that's it. Anybody else wanna see?
Oh wow, I've never seen gone up there before. This is new.
Still such a great idea, moving because he doesn't want to do that guy's voice here.
Fly from this world.
Oh, Zoro
sure.
from One Piece, right? You're talking about the Japanese voice actor.
Yeah.
Who's the English voice actor again?
I don't know.
Oh, no. Yeah, cut out his left rib. Whoops. Whoops. My bad. Sorry, Zoro.
Okay, so yo, quick question. Cape, no cape.
One sec. What? I talking about like for Remnant 2?
Nope, just in general.
It depends on the outfit, bro.
Right?
Yeah. It depends on your fight set. He died and this guy and I'm literally carrying this fucking fuck. I hate this so much, man. He's died like 8 times over. At some point, it's like, okay, are you just wanting to be carried? Is that why you're doing this? Like,
The body hit the floor.
Thanks for the shout out. I don't know what it is about Street Fighter 3rd Strike, but it's like I never get tired of looking at that game.
it's well made.
Right? Like it's so like it's old, right? But it's like there's something about the flow of how the characters just move in that game that I don't think they've ever replicated as well. The way that their clothes move and the way that the animation for their like body parts and shit like that is good.
It's because it was during the golden era of fighting games, like when things were just popping off, the mechanics were just as bad as like, hey, there's these guys here that are kind of broken. You're like, game's really fucking good.
Yep. Like, yo, Street Fighter Third Strike is a perfect example of that. It's like 12 characters, or like, I know there's more than 12, but like, as an example, it's like 12 characters. 6 are amazing, 6 are trash.
But the trash is not even like bad. You know what I mean?
It's just that it's like, you have to be like, if you're really good with the game, then every character seems like they're good, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like in the hands of a pro, if a pro picks a good character while you're busy trying to style on them with a shitty character, it's like you'll get slapped. But if you're two people just fucking around, then that's completely different. But like the animation for the characters in this game, like this game is super old, and I never get tired of looking at it. I never get tired of watching people play it.
I love that
No.
for her.
Mm-mm. The one with the Dawn is Alpha 3. That's my second favorite Street Fighter. You know what? Correction. Favorite Street Fighter is Alpha 3. Favorite Street Fighter to watch people play is Third Strike.
Yeah, there you go. That's the best way to explain it.
Yeah. Like, Third Strike is the Street Fighter I wish I was good enough to play. Because that game is just, oof.
Oh boy.
I gotta go all the way through to Root Earth. And then after that, go to another friggin' thing.
Damn it. Oh shit.
But at least
She's
now
big
I'm
now.
actually making headway on this shit.
There you go.
Oh boy. No,
Like the
well, I
worst-
mean, she's not wrong. I don't know which part I'm the bridge. I'm not responsible for him.
Just
And she tried to boogie. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, he did it to himself. So, like, I mean, technically, this guy can't be blamed. It's not like he went behind her back and was like, "Yo, Tata, roll with me, Legend. I'll get you back safely."
No, you're not wrong.
You know what I mean?
Right.
He went on of his own volition, but that literally was the reason why she was like, "Bro, I get it. I did as much as I could, but I'm boogieing now because we worked for this, and I don't want at the tipping point for any dumb shit to happen, and we miss our opportunity." Homeboy went, "No, I can be of service."
I mean, he made you the fucking grappling hook.
He what?
You're talking about her brother, right?
Taka or whatever his name is.
Yeah, he made you the goddamn grappling hook, bro. You gotta let it go.
Jeez.
You gotta let it go.
Blood curdling chill. She's so blood vengeance right now. The trees are red. Enter in Kunoichi mode.
I really liked her character. Her and Masako were so dope in that game.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make you twins with the headless horseman. I just left him there, man.
I mean, the story. What are you gonna fucking do? That Khan's message is to break them the fuck down. He doesn't care. He doesn't care, man.
You'll need to move that arc energy to those crystals.
Like I said, I'm gonna chop his head off, and then I'm gonna leave you to stand here with his body.
I shouldn't have done what to the grown man that made his own decision? Relax.
Here's the thing, that he's a grown man with delusional shit, you know what I mean? Like, at the same time, bro, you kind of Captain America'd him.
Yeah.
You kind of Captain America him, like, you can do it, little buddy. And then when his head got cut off, you're like, You can walk it off, little buddy. For real?
Yeah. Like
That's a
it
jackass
definitely does reach that point, and it's like the only reason she gets so mad at him is because it's like it's like we were talking the other day, Crawler, with like people and their skills of fighting and whatnot. It's like Jin knew better. You know what I mean? Like you could have left him back where he was, and he could have been just as effective making tools for people. You know what I mean? Like, but you were like, "Yo, this is for your country, man. Come on, you gotta fight like everyone else." And it's like, Jin, look at this guy, bro. The wind blows too hard, it's gonna knock him down, and he's probably gonna bruise. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Come off. What happened?
That's where that honor versus adaptation skill comes in, right? That it's like you're sneaking around and you're killing them in stealth, bruh.
Yeah.
Like this is why we're doing it. This is why we're doing it in stealth.
We're not all Jinsakai.
Like they're just gonna grab you and kill you, and that's the end of your story. Like they're not gonna think twice.
It's not like they have honor. Oh, more people.
Well, so here's the thing. They do have
like, oh, you can't fight? Alright, just get out of here, buddy. You're not even worth the kill. They're gonna be like, nope.
Yeah. So here's the thing, though. And I agree with the Khan on this, where he says we have honor. We're just more brutal in what honor is to us. Which is fair, right? Like that's the one thing I liked about like the villain in Ghost of Tsushima is it's written as a guy who's like, no, you can't say I don't have honor. Like I'm from a different nation. Honor to us is completely different. You can't say that.
I know we're all cozy, but don't think we'll go
It's a very well written story.
Because it has historical backing to it. Like that's the other part.
Yeah. Well, okay, now see that right there. Right there is the reason why when they damn, guy's not playing around. I can feel the hatred in this guy's sword swing. That right there, what you just said, is the reason why, especially for example, since I just recently watched it, I don't know why, but you know, I wanted to give them benefit of the doubt. The Flash movie, it's like, why did it suck? I don't understand. There's literally 20 million comic books out there chronicalizing what actually happened in Flashpoint. Why did your movie flop? And even if you wanted to zhuzh it up a little bit for the newcomers, for the whole comic verse or whatever, how much are you planning to change it to the point where it's unrecognizable?
So I'm gonna let you finish the statement, and then I'm gonna rip into why this happened. So keep going.
I'm just wondering why they had the source material and it wasn't followed. At least enough to make a good movie.
So here's the flaw with the entire situation. It kind of comes under creative direction. Alright? And this is why it's always, in every comic book, this is why things are referenced, but they're never made whole. And that's the situation here. Flashpoint, in its own right, is singular in its own design. What I mean is, the story should not be changing because it's singular in its own design. It's a singular story of like there's only one Flashpoint that's supposed to happen. It's supposed to reset the entire multiverse. Then being like, oh, we're gonna create our own original story to have it done. It's fucking stupid.
I mentioned the guy that faced that with, I don't know why. Like the TV show that's so good.
I'm not explaining it a bit as well because maybe I'm probably just a little bit tired, but whatever. This is where it is. This is where it really sits on. Flashpoint, as I mentioned, is singular in design because it's supposed to be the all end all crux of every story. The reason why other Flashpoint events are referenced but not made into a full story is because what happened? Oh, they failed. Why would you make a story about that? They failed. And so the world got fucked. Open and shut. Pretty open and shut. There's nothing to explore there. That's why this one that they made was
all over the damn place.
Yeah, because the issue is, and they were trying to replicate Marvel, and they don't want to admit that because then everyone would just rub it in their face. Is Marvel, and it's not even like the world building that made a difference. It was the fact that like they literally took a cinematic universe And literally said it's a different take on the comic book Ultimate Universe multiverse situation. So like the Ultimates universe in Marvel is the Marvel Cinematic Universe in a sense. That's what they stated as a reference. So the difference between the two is it's not a one-on-one copy on Marvel's side. It's like an 80-20, or sorry, no. Yes, an 80-20. 80% reference from the comic books, 20% originality. Right? Like the Civil War wasn't as big as in the comic books, because let's be real, you can't hire over 100 actors.
The Civil War for the friggin' Marvel. It was good, but in reality, there's like, what was it like? There's a bunch of different ones, right? One of my favorite versions for that was the Frontlines one, where they basically told it from, I don't know if it was Peter's point of view or a reporter's point of view. I can't remember if it was Peter, but he was basically reporting about what happened, opposed to them being heroes in costumes doing whatever.
Yep, but the version of Spider-Man that they had in Marvel's Civil War in the cinematic universe was in high school still, right?
Yeah,
Peter had about 8 to 10 years of being Spider-Man under his belt.
And at that point, did he have his company at that point?
No. He was still working for the Bugle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like he was 8 years in his trade though. Like he was out of high school, he was out of college, he was doing his thing. The Peter they got in the Marvel Cinematic Universe was still in high school, which is fine.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That's fine because it's like, okay, like, and that's why they did it the way they did it. Where instead of like, oh, Peter was well known, Tony Stark kind of knew of him, was aware of him.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, that's the issue with DC. DC did a situation where it's like everyone was aware of everyone, but no one acknowledged everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you're kind of sitting there like, okay, like, yeah, what about that alien that's flying around Metropolis? Oh, we'll deal with him later. What about the fact that Batman's killing people? Oh, we'll deal with that later. What about the fact that there's a speedster that's hiding? Right? He's in hiding, which doesn't make any fucking sense. You know what I mean? Like, why the fuck is Barry Allen a fucking hermit? And what happened?
Yeah.
And, like, not even a hermit in the sense of, like, oh, yeah, he's hiding to, like, keep everyone's identity safe. He's hiding because he doesn't know how to talk to fucking people.
Or run, for that matter. Like, what the fuck is that shit? Mm-hmm. Yo. I was like, oh my god.
Again, the only one they did right was Aquaman.
Yeah.
He was the only one they did right, which is fucking horrible when you think about it.
Yeah, I even give Bruce a little something too, because the Batman that he's supposed to be was the way he was. Like
Frank Miller's, yeah.
Was it the Dark Knight one? Yeah,
the Dark Knight Returns.
And he just dropping people left, right, and center.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He was old and busty. He was tired of it. He was tired. That's what it was.
Like, oh shit, no, damn it. Sorry, dude. It was like, I gave them more than enough chances, now I'm just gonna break people.
And I don't know, man. It's one of those things where there was a lot of...
Yeah, and even with the whole the registration thing, which is what started the Civil War, they barely dived into that. I mean, for the cinematic universe, they basically were like the tip of the iceberg in terms of how situations or at least they touch on it. They basically made it catalyst.
Okay,
from there and say, okay, this is why they're fighting, but they didn't get into the meat of it. Like, they didn't know that they had like mutant kids locked up in a basement somewhere. You know what I mean?
So this is the thing. This is where people might not like me on this situation. I think Civil War was a good movie, and because it focused more on the internal conflicts of each and every individual hero about how they feel about being a hero, right? Like some of them prefer to work in the shadows because
they're not supposed to.
They have better reasons than others. Like for example, like Black Widow's reason is like, oh, it's better to work in the shadows, so that way when I go infiltrate somewhere, they won't know who the hell I am, and I can get my job done.
Yeah.
That's not a good excuse because the rebuttal is, well, if you're a good enough agent, it wouldn't matter if they knew your name,
Exactly.
right? Where Captain America came out and was just like, it's to keep people that you love hidden from the world so they don't come after you. That's a strong argument point. It's a strong argument because Tony Stark's was like, no, it's better to know your identity so then people are aware that if you mess with this person, you know who's coming after you. And it's like, no, that's not
But
true.
that person is. But
No.
then even in number 3 now see that's funny because in number 3 he basically did that. And what did the Mandarin do? He was like, "Thank you,
Yeah.
thanks for the GPS location, buddy," and wet up the whole block.
Well, not just that. It also puts you in a thing where it's like the classic joke where he's like, we're not the pre-Vengers or the Avengers, right? And it's like exactly. It's like
Yeah, it's like a play on
you're always waiting to do
reacting.
something after
Yeah,
something's happened. You know
yeah.
what I mean? So
The after
it's like
Avengers.
yeah, everyone knows you're Tony Stark. Everyone knows you're Iron Man. Everyone knows Pepper Potts is your girl. But it's like if someone drops a plane on her car,
Then what?
it's like, yeah, you're coming for them, but Pepper's still
After the
dead.
fact, yep.
You know
Well,
what
I
I
What's the
mean?
mean,
point at that
okay,
point? Yeah.
so Spider-Man Away from Home actually
Yes.
brought that into proper question. What villain did Spider-Man Tom Holland fight? He fought Mysterio. What was
Mhm.
Mysterio's origin? Oh, Tony Stark. Even after Tony's dead, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Like that's what Captain America in that cinematic universe was trying to point out. If
Was
we
trying to point
reveal
out.
ourselves, people we
Yep.
love are going to be attacked, and that's
Yep.
exactly what happened. Because let's be real, if he didn't know who he was, right?
Yeah.
There'd be more suspicion than trust. He wouldn't have given the glasses, and it would have been a completely different story.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are you coming out of here all of a sudden trying to like help save the world and stuff? And like, how do you know like Tony Stark and everything? And that's the thing that people didn't pick up on how that's why the cinematic universe in Marvel is amazing because it picks up on small details like that. The problem with DC is it never established those details.
Yeah.
They just kind
It
of
put them
skate
into
They're trying
over
to.
it.
reference.
They
Yeah.
did. That's the thing with them though, because when they did that shit, they didn't really dive into like okay, even when they did which one was it? I think was it Batman v Superman or whatever? They barely, if that's the correct one, they barely like you literally saw Cyborg for like 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Now, everybody who's a comic book head knows who Cyborg is. Like, you know the origin, you know everything. But if you're gonna tweak it and do stuff for the new people that aren't familiar or didn't pay as much attention or whatever, what is him being there for 5 seconds gonna do for them? Nothing. He's gonna be like, oh, it's a metal guy. Cool, great.
Yeah,
He's
and
struggling with the thing. Okay, they don't even know what the hell's happening to him. And even they even, you know what I mean. So, and then even back to the Marvel side of things, like what you said earlier, it's like keep ourselves hidden because then they don't know who we are or whatever. And it's like even Vision was like, yo, like when they were like having the conversation, is like what's going on, what's happening or whatever. And he's like, well, might I propose a solution? He's like, what's that? And he's like, well, I think our very strength
Venture
invites
into the
challenge. And it's
spire.
like
See
everybody
what
out there is gonna want
secrets
to
may
knock you down
yet be
off your perch
found.
now because they
mhm.
know you guys are not to be trifled with, right? But that's not gonna stop them from trying, right?
Yeah,
So
and the biggest difference is like, yeah, like okay, in terms of galactic or like cosmic threats or whatever, it's already the X is already on the back, right? I'm trying to remember. There was a there was a Marvel comic. I think it was in the Ultimates when they were recreating the multiverse type of situation. Where they were having that arc and everything, where they pointed out, like someone pointed out, for some fucking weird reason, Earth always has this oddity of heroes and like superpowered beings. For some reason, like, this guy's just saying that like, they're like these aliens are like kind of scanning the planet. And he's like, I don't get it. Like Earth just has all these people, and one guy's like, it's because our ancestors were idiots and experimented on everything in there. Like every single creature on that planet got experimented on. Of course, it'd be a cesspool of superpowered beings. Like, and they just looked at him for a second. They're like, really? He's like, yeah. They're just, he's like, our ancestors went in there, poked, prodded, ingested, digested.
did a bunch of shit. I guess that's what they were trying to touch on with friggin' the one with Angelina Jolie.
The I don't remember the fucking name. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the
Thank
Eternals,
you.
that's it. I was gonna say Immortal.
Every single word that described living forever, except for Eternals, came up. Every single other word. Invincibility, immortality, fucking longevity, like and then it was like, you guys are idiots, it's fucking Eternals, read a book, it's fucking crap.
I mean, I didn't hear him say all that, but, you know,
That's
I'm sure he was thinking it.
That's the message. I'll speak his mind, it's okay, he's tired. I'll speak his mind for him.
Wait, did I do? Oh.
I was just like, I only remember that name just because of how much I hate that movie.
You know what's funny though? You know what's really funny is Angelina Jolie's character stays on the sleeves.
Yeah.
Because her character, so her character in the comic books is the one that's like, oh, I find the imperfect things fucking hot. And it's like, you read too much manga.
Yeah. They really dumbed it down in the movie, but it's like, that's literally part of like her personality. Like in the comic books, she's like, if it has a penis, I'm going to fuck it.
Well, she finds it attractive because it's
No, wait.
No,
Not Athena. No. Is it her character
Was it
or is
her
it?
or the
It's
other
the
one
other
there?
character. It's the other one. What's his name's girl?
I don't know, someone's character.
It's one of them. It's one of them.
But like, long story short of it is like, it's not that if it has a penis they're gonna rock it. It's one of those things of like, don't you be talking to those imperfects. I'm gonna talk to them if I want to. Kind of situations, right? You're gonna piss off, right? Like,
Next up for that.
you know that we've all been in high school. We know, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. It was that one girl. Right? And you're like, I know your parents are. That's why you're here.
That's why you're here.
That's why you're here. It's not me you want. It's what I'm wearing.
It's the revenge. It's the revenge.
Right? And so that's basically what it was there. But yeah, it's like, even the flopped movies, okay, I'm gonna say this right now, even Marvel's flopped movies where everyone's like, oh man, it's trash and stuff, they're still putting in pretty good fucking work.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, the nuances are there. And that's the thing, is like, the only reason why people are picking on Marvel for what it's doing, which, sure, fair, valid, is because DC's not doing a good enough job. If DC was on par with Marvel, then
flops, man. Like, and I don't get it. Except for Aquaman, the Wonder Woman, which other
no,
ones?
Wonder Woman 2
And
was
Man
pretty
of
bad.
Steel. Not 2, the first one.
Which is a problem, because it should be both. That should be great.
Right? The first one I didn't. The first one I actually liked. The second one I was like, ugh, damn it, lightning didn't strike twice. Aquaman was fire. I personally didn't have really any issues with it. I'm sure they veered away from a lot of stuff or whatever, but it was done so well that I didn't realize. Right? And then, which other one did they do? The Man of Steel I actually liked. I don't know if it was the cinematics or whatever, but I actually
okay, Man of Steel was good in terms of...
Maybe because of Henry, I don't know.
They didn't need the religious figures, because that was... So, if I were to write a Superman movie, I would take all religious nuances out of the question, because it's fucking Superman. Of course that's what they're referencing. You're an idiot to think otherwise. It's the stupidest thing.
Oh, you're talking about Man v Superman.
No, I'm talking about Man of Steel.
With the religion, because the religious shit was in the other one. When they
No,
had
it was-
the tapestry on the wall when Luther was talking about
He was sitting in a church, looking at Jesus.
Oh.
I don't know what more you want me to say in that regard.
Yeah, but, okay.
The prodigal son holds the key to save the salvation of another race.
Yeah, it was just
You shall open the
coincidence,
gates to bring the angels and shit at the planet. What more do you want me to say, Clark?
That was just
What more do you want me to
coincidence.
say?
They weren't like, well, I mean, they probably were, but...
It's not coincidence. It's fucking Snyder. Because Snyder made Batman vs Superman. So you can't say it's coincidence when the same fucking guy did it twice. This is what pisses me off about the Snyderverse. It's like, I get it. It's good. All this shit. But boy, you cannot... Like... And I'm not a big Superman fan, and like there's always like, I'm a Superman fan. But do the man proper justice on how the fuck you're gonna represent it. Don't worry about the religious stuff. Superman is a religious figure. I hate to say it. Superman's a religious figure, but he is. He is a religious figure. There's nothing you can do There's no way you can deny it. There's no... The dude's a god. Like, I don't know what...
Especially after he woke up.
Like...
That Mongrel 2.0.
It's not even that. Like, I think it's just one of those things where it's like the way Superman they view him. Like, they say he's like a god, you know what I mean? It's like, you have to really and truly think, like, if somebody like Superman did exist in actual real life, I would call him Jesus. Because that's the only person that would be able to, that someone can explain to me is doing the things that he's doing,
Like, this motherfucker's running on water, this motherfucker's flying. And here's the thing, Jonathan Kent in Man of Steel was, and this is where people, like, if we had a full chat room right now, they fucking murder me. Because this line is genuine. Jonathan Kent actually was done well in that context.
Yeah, I get it.
It's a father who has a son who literally can do things that are otherworldly, spiritual, or cosmic. It doesn't matter which one. Of course he's going to sell his son. People are not going to understand because the truth of human nature is, yo man, this shit's different. Fucking kill it.
Let's kill it. Here, what they say? People, what they say? They say it every time. I swear, every other episode in X-Men has it. People fear what they do not understand.
They fear what they do not understand and cannot control. If I cannot put this in my palm, if I cannot do something with it, it needs to go.
They kind of hit that on the nose with Man of Steel too, when they put the cuffs on him, and then he just broke out of them, and he's like, bruh, you can't control me.
Yo, I think you got your movies. I think you got your movies mixed up, man, because all that's in Man of Steel 1. I think you got your movies
mixed up. That's what I'm talking
up.
about. I'm not talking about Superman V thing.
You said Man of Steel 2.
No, I said...
Oh, you meant 2 as... Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
no,
well,
my bad. Yo.
Wanna know what's funny about that review? I was watching... sorry to remember what you were going to say, but one of the what's funny about that statement that exchange we just had is I was watching, I think it was YouTube, and you know how they put those like YouTube shorts or whatever?
Yeah.
And there was an episode from the Flash TV show where the guy that's supposed to be, the hell is his name? The rubber band guy. He's supposed to be their version of Mr. Fantastic. I can't remember his name.
Oh, it's not Plastic. No, it's not Plastic Man. It's the other one.
Elongated? No,
Elongated Man?
No,
I think it's Elongated. No, it's Elongated Man.
The thief guy, his name is Ralph Disney or whatever. But anyway, that guy, he figured out that there was a multiverse, right? But then he comes to everybody else who already knew there was a multiverse and was like, yo, Brendan, I think there's a multiverse. And then he's explaining it, got a full PowerPoint presentation and doing it or whatever. And they're all looking at him like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, wait a minute, you all knew already? And he was like, what the hell do you think we meant when we said that Ryu was from Earth 2? I thought you meant he was from Earth also.
Oh man, but yeah. The thing about like Superman is like, okay, as I was saying, if I were to make a Superman movie, take the religious shit out of it, you don't need it. Everyone knows it, everyone gets it. Go from there. Focus on like, and that's what Zach was kind of leaning towards. I was like, fuck man, you had it. You had the best way to portray a Superman movie without having to just stuff it down people's throats, which is he's there. He's saving people, but then he thinks about it after the fact. Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Like saving people, like not be like a villain type of thing. Like I'm so like, let's say almost omnipotent. Like, do I save them all the time, or do I just let them figure it out? Like, do those people in the oil, like with that oil rig scene, like, should I let them die? Should I let them live? Would it?
If I wasn't here, they would have probably died. So,
right?
Am I interfering with things as it is, or like, do I do better because I can do better?
Yeah, and like all those young scenes where he's a kid and his dad's just like, you can't fight those people. Why? Because you will just crush them. There's nothing they can do to you. He's like, I get you're angry, but you gotta understand, like, they're just like freaking
paper,
water.
They're ants to a giant. They're biting nothing to you. You're just there, like, and that's the kind of stuff that really makes a good Superman movie, because it's a philosophical portion of like, do I help mankind with my abilities, or am I actually deterring them with my abilities? And
I think that that's what I love
Know
about
what?
Superman to me.
That the Hellmouth
Yeah,
was the best thing
because
that
every day
ever
is that
happened to
consistent.
her.
Where Batman has that internal struggle of like, is he doing Gotham City right? Which is it makes sense because he's a man. Let's be real. First and
Yeah,
foremost, he's just a regular dude, so he's thinking about his city first more than the world, which
yeah,
is fair because that's what he's doing. And then you put Superman in that same. That's why I think the world's finest because Superman's just like, am I
Yeah,
helping the
that
world?
arc was sick.
yeah.
Like, of course that arc was fucking sick, but
It
like.
was so disgusting.
Like Superman's scale is, am I doing the world better by doing what I'm doing, right? Like, that's
Yeah.
why Superman is unchangeable as a character, and that's why whenever you try to change him in the comics in some way, it falls
They
apart.
fuck it up.
It
Yeah.
falls
Yeah.
apart.
To touch on the moral dilemma that you're mentioning, whatever, in Doomsday, he was like, there was a one part where he was like, and like that's the same reason why I always like him too. Because realistically, like I said, he could crush anyone or whatever, right?
Hmm.
But there was a scene where he was like, oh, he was in the cave, Fortress of Solitude, and he was trying to work on the cure for cancer, and he kept failing. And he was like, "Oh, why are you working so hard on this?" And he's like, "Because I was trying to do more for humanity than be their resident strongman. Like, I don't want to just go around dumping stuff and blowing this up and lasering this. I want to do something that actually like matters. You know what I mean?"
Hmm.
So I always kind of like
That's why
that.
Golden Age Superman's amazing because he did all
And
those
and
things.
and and then
Yeah.
in friggin' the Superman All Star kind of
Yep.
touched on that too, because when the thing happened with Lex and he stopped fighting, he was like, "What's going on? Is he going crazy?" No, he's realizing how things work. It's like the gravity thing made him realize that, Bregin, like you guys are finite. You know what I mean? Like I can leave and go do whatever the hell I want, but you guys just have you. And then when he was like, "Oh, they could have saved them or whatever," and he's like, "Nah, Lex, you wanted to be an asshole. You could have saved them anytime you wanted.
Yep.
You chose to be a jerk."
You were so obsessed of wanting to fight me and get me out of the picture, you
Yeah,
never realized what you could have
you
done.
never realized what you could have been doing this whole time. And
Yep.
imagine if we were doing it together, right? You come up with an idea that seems impossible. Okay, I'll fly to Mars and grab you the metal that you need to create sustainable housing or some shit.
But see, that's
You
the
know what I
thing.
mean?
That's the fucking thing that makes it great. Is like, okay, Injustice is the one that portrays that so well. It's like, oh, Lex and Superman are working together. But are they really, though? It's like, one has to be the champion and the other one has to be the other side of it. They have to do that. 'Cause it's just that song and dance, right? Like, fuck Joker and Batman. Joker and Batman was so cliche that was like, oh, hey, one represents chaos and another represents order, rah, rah, rah. It's like, okay, cool. Eliminate one. What happens there? Peace. Oh, problem solved.
Right.
Still a
Because,
sick dynamic though.
like, because here's the thing. Chaos will only reign so much until it becomes order. And then Joker has to break apart everything he created, which he wouldn't know where to start. Because he doesn't have Batman to guide him to the great spots.
And I guess another hidden dynamic is like the whole push and pull, the yin and yang thing where it's like if Batman is like, okay, listen, man, whatever, I'm just gonna leave you alone. That's why even in certain episodes when he does that and he's just like, okay, cool, I don't care. And Joker's like, wait a minute, what? You're supposed to be like doing the most to try and stop me right now. What do you mean you're just like gonna be chilling? And he's like, he just loses his shit because it's like that's not how it's supposed to be. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like we're supposed to be resistance. You know what I mean? And without that, it's okay. What do you have? Nothing. So even in a couple episodes when they try to unmask him or whatever, they're like, nah, Brendan, I don't want to do that. And he's like, Bobby and people stopping him from trying to figure out who he is because it's like, I don't want you to find out who he is. I want to keep fighting with this unknown person until I find out who he is.
That was the funniest scene in that Harley Quinn
Right?
TV
This guy
show.
fully stabbed him and was just like, Brendan, no, man, leave him alone, bro. You're trying to take off a man's mask. What the hell's wrong with you?
That
You're gonna ruin it.
that scene in Harley Quinn, that new animated show with Kylie Coco and stuff. Oh my god, it's the funniest shit. It's
Oh,
like,
they redid it in that. Okay, I was talking about it.
where he hires Scarecrow to be his new Harley Quinn, like his new henchman kind of
I
thing.
sever
And
their
Scarecrow grows
connection
up and
to
just
my
rips
world.
Batman's mask off. And the Joker's like,
They
what
allow
the
their creators a
fuck
method
did
of
you just
resurrection.
do? He's like, I thought I
They
would do
have
something Harley
limits.
wouldn't do. He's like, that's
Oryx
why
brought
she's
his
not
throne
here.
world into his dreadnought's
Like,
embrace.
what the fuck? He's like, now I
want you to
Humanity was
do
his
that.
undoing.
He's like, now I
The
know
Guardians
that
breached him and
Batman is
destroyed
Bruce
him.
Wayne.
So too
This
did
is
his
boring.
sister perish when
Yeah.
she
Now, here's the
welcomed
thing.
us
That's the
Where's the
into her
comedic
fun?
side,
throne
and the
world.
comic book side.
The Guardians found Savathun
He
there
knows.
and
He
ended
already
her
knows who
life.
Batman is.
Yeah.
He already
Right.
knows. Like, they've established that Joker knew the entire fucking time, because he's like, I'm not an and he even voices it too, he's like, I'm not an idiot. You have the most high-tech gadgets, and there's only one company in the entire city that has all the high-tech gadgets. He's like,
Mm-hmm.
everyone else is stupid because they don't realize this.
Yeah.
And like, Joker and Batman stood
And
there for a second.
you kind of can't wrong him with that because it's like you really, it's kind of like the whole thing with Superman and the friggin' glasses guy. You
Yo,
know what I
that
mean?
that actually has an origin point, and then they just forgot to
But
reiterate.
at the same time though, when you're thinking from a human standpoint, it's so inconceivable that somebody would do that or would be that powerful or whatever that it's like it kind of makes it work. You know
Okay,
what I mean?
you want to know the real answer? You want to know the real answer? I'll give you the real answer.
Lay it on me.
Okay, this is the real answer. Are you gonna tell a man that can punch a megaton star that I know who you are? Are you gonna tell him that straight to his face? I'll
So
be
you're saying
honest.
that everybody just acts oblivious?
Yeah, of course,
Is that what you're trying to say?
because if
You're trying to
that,
say everybody knows and they're just like, well,
because here's
we're
the
just
thing.
gonna.
If something happens to Lois Lane and he knew you knew his identity, you're suspect one. Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Right? I ain't gonna
Is,
tell the. I ain't
is
gonna.
that verbatim?
I'm not gonna tell the farm boy with somehow a fucking meta school education. I know you're an alien from another planet. I'm gonna go about my day and drink this coffee, and
At
hope
the
to
end of the
God he
day,
catches
they're
the
not
fucking
wrong for
giant
doing
alien
that.
parasite that's attacking the city.
Yeah, where the hell is this other guy?
Not my issue.
Yeah,
Like,
the real shit though.
it's the same thing with Batman.
But
Like
yeah,
everyone that
I
know,
just, yeah, yeah, go on.
like even if the villains knew who Batman was, right?
Hmm.
You're not gonna go up to Bruce Wayne and be like, "I know who you are," because
Funny,
that.
because to interject my quote again, um, in the Batman, the one with Christian Bale, they
Mhm.
touched on that too, and it was like, oh, I'm gonna go blackmail him and get tons of money and blah blah blah. And he's like, let me get this straight. The man that spends his pastime beating people to like within an inch of their life, you're gonna blackmail him for money because you think that okay, cool. Let me know how that goes. And my man
Like
had to rethink it and be like, oh,
so.
I didn't put a lot of thought into this.
So this is the thing that no writer, I think, has put in their
Who the
comic
hell?
book that states like
Wow,
a
is this
golden rule in comics. There's a reason why you do not
okay? I'm messing with this thing.
approach the civil identity of a superhero. There's a reason. And the reason being is because you open up the gate for murder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
They're
they have
not
to do
killing you
whatever to
right now.
protect it. Yeah.
They're not killing you right now because they're just stopping the crime and everything's safe and they're going to do their best to save you.
The
But if you
spire's
like
machinations lie open
it's
to us.
why Peter and
Trust
Doc Ock
and grasp its
have
magic for our
almost
own ends.
near-death fights every single fucking arc.
Yeah, because they know.
To the
Well, once
point,
they knew, they know. Yeah.
to the point where Peter's only solution was, I'm gonna just put you in a vegetative state with your body and retrap your mind in it, and I'm moving on in my life. Like I'm done with it. Like
Trying not to draw blood, but
he
yeah,
drew
their
what?
fights have been they've had some legendary fights. That's why even with that new one they did, when they did it, it was so sick. When he took over,
Superior Spider-Man.
yeah, yeah, that's the one.
All right,
When he
man.
took over,
I'm gonna lay some shit on you. I'm gonna lay some shit on you.
bruh.
This is pure non-speaking Parker moment. Rizzo knows why I said that specifically. So, Doc Ock steals another Peter Parker's body from the multiverse. So now he has another Peter Parker's body. He becomes Superior Spider-Man again. All that shit. Sorry, no, he doesn't steal it. I think it's either he steals it or he clones it. It's one of the two. One of the two. Either way, he becomes Peter again, and Peter has his body, like his original body. And they meet in this like office space thing, and Peter's like, because Doc Ock is going through his computer to pull up like plans and stuff, and Peter's just like, really? This is what you have all my powers, and this is what you do. You steal tech. I think that's pretty fucking lame, even by my standard, right? I'm not even saying verbatim, but like, anyways, they get into a fight, right? Peter loses the first one, and so he's kind of pissed because Doc Ock's like, man, I am a better Spider-Man than you, and he's just quiet at that point. He's just, I'm not doing any quips, I'm not making any jokes. Quiet Peter. So, like, they fight again, like, they meet up again later, they fight again, and Peter just fucking, like, rips the claws off his back, breaks his hands, crushes
That
it,
Magneto treatment, huh?
just decimates him, and he's like, here's the difference between me and you, Otto. I knew.
Yeah.
I know what I can do. Fully. He's like, you've only had a sample. And he just walked, I'm like, yeah, power scaling to its finest. Like, again, do not reveal the identity of your hero. You will have a situation. Do you want a world full of Punishers with superpowers? Because that's what you get when you reveal identity. There's a world full of Punishers with superpowers. And let's be real, one Punisher's enough. That man just... Whew. His gold... Go for it.
No, I was just gonna say that story just reminded me of it's different context, but just reminded me of something that happened with Thor and Iron Man, when it was the whole during the registration thing, and Thor came back to Earth to get his people, and essentially they'd been reincarnated as some humans, so he was like opening up he wanted to basically gather all of the Asgardians and get new Asgard going and whatever, right? And Tony was just like, okay, cool, you've been gone for a while, but we do things differently now. You're gonna have to register, and you're gonna have to do this, and you're gonna have to do that. And Thor just looks at him and just cracks him like 3 times with Mjolnir. And he just grabs him by the neck, and he just looks at him and he's like, let me tell you something, okay? I'm a god. I don't care about what it is you have to say or whatever. I'm gonna get my people. We're gonna open up little Asgard, and we're gonna live there, and everything's gonna be fine. And then like the next panel, you see Tony back at home, and he's talking to like his butler or somebody, and they're just like, so how did everything go? And he's just like, everything went fine.
The conversation was totally neutral.
The conversation was totally neutral, man. Everything went fine. It was just, it was not about him revealing like identity or whatever, but just him trying to force the whole registration act on someone like Thor. And it's like, when you look at the movies, there's so many people out there who will tell you, like, yeah, man, Iron Man can beat anybody. And I'm just like, let me tell you something. Iron Man died in the first Avengers movie. You know when Tony Stark and Thor met up for the first time and they fought in the mountains? Tony Stark died. Okay? Thor just didn't kill him. Like, there's a scene where he's smashing Thor's face against the mountain as they're flying, and Thor's just like, are you done? Are you done?
Like the thing that people don't understand in comics, like, there are moments where these heroes, like Thor, Hulk, Juggernaut, like, all these people you wouldn't they're like, oh man, they're like kind of comedic because of the movies and stuff. Bro, you don't understand.
You do not.
Pick up World Breaker Hulk, and you will understand when they said, "Hey, the Hulk's back." Like, what? What do you? What do you mean he's back? What? What happened? And they're like, "Well, he's back."
I can't tell you how many times I've watched that story. Like, it never gets, like, when Hulk pulls up to the atmosphere of Earth, and these guys are like, don't worry, the Inhumans are out there in space on the moon, they got us, and let's pull up the screen of the Hulk hailing them, and the screen pulls up, and it's him holding back Black Bolt by the throat. It's just the screenshot of how he says hello is him holding Black Bolt by the throat, and he's just like, yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, and what did he... No. What did Tony say? Hey, call Sentry. Get him on the line right now. Get him on. Okay. Get Superman on the horn. You fucking need him.
And the greatest part about that story is that if you read that story, Carlo, or if you watch a video on it, if you watch it all the way to the end, the amount of shit that Hulk shovels in people's face, and the entire story is going by, and they're like, it's literally, I forget his name, it's like Robert something, and they're literally like, Robert, please, we need you to fight him, and he's just like,
These motherfuckers in his home drinking cocoa, watching TV.
The guy's
Nah,
in his own home drinking chocolate milk, and he's like, nah.
nah.
What's my problem?
They're like, Hulk is gonna kill
That's actually what he
everyone. He's
says.
like,
That's exactly what he says. That's not my problem. You want to know why it's not his problem? He says it's flat out. He's like, I transform just like the Hulk, but in different situations. But this is
Yep.
he's like, it's only a matter of time before you turned on me, right?
And the thing that's so sick about this century is that it's like you're really playing a double-edged sword because you're trading the Hulk for the Void. And it's like, I don't know about you, but if you know about the Void, I don't know why anybody would make. I would rather an angry Hulk than a void, than a loose Void doing whatever it wants. No, you're absolutely crazy.
Because here's the difference between a Hulk and the Void. A Hulk would be like, I'm gonna just beat you down until you're unconscious. The Void is, so I'm gonna rip you in half, and then I'm gonna rip that half in half, and then I'm gonna rip that other half in half, and then I'm gonna mesh you all together and then re-rip you in half.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's why in the Black King, the Venom saga with Null looked at it and he's like, I missed this part of me, and just took it back.
I was like, yo, Null is such, like, he's one of those villains where it's like, bro, listen to me.
I know a little bit, but his thing looks like it goes a lot deeper.
Null is.
And Null's the first one to fight the Celestials. What do you mean?
Null is he.
Because it was his sword that
Gore took.
Yes.
And here's the
Gore
thing.
is like,
here's the thing. The fucker he picked it up from wasn't even Null.
Yeah.
So someone else took Null's sword.
Yeah.
Like, that's the wild part about it.
The best part about it is when you see those two gods clash, and there's like one gold, one black. They clash. They're on the ground. They're both bleeding out, and the black one has Null's sword, and you're just like, what is this? And I don't know what it is. I'm almost wondering if maybe it was like, I think at that point the symbiotes were on their own. So it's like, I wonder if a symbiote took over something.
Nope, I got it for you, homie. So the Dark Necro Sword comes from the void of space. It literally, he took materials from the darkness of space, because when the Celestials came around, they started putting planets and stuff, and Null's like, yo man, turn off the lights. Like literally, turn off the lights, it's too bright. And so the Celestial's like, nah fam. And he's like, okay. So he ended up killing one Celestial with the darkness, because that was his ability. He's like, oh, these guys are weak to this. So he took that fucking Celestial's head, made it into a workshop, made the fucking sword in the head, and he's like, alright, let's go. The reason why the symbiotes were made is because he needed an army to fight the Celestials. And that's it. The symbiotes are Null. That's why, like, they listen to him, because they come from him. They're created, like, they're just darkness. You know that video game Darkness?
But they all have the individual sexual things, like with Venom and Carnage.
So no. So Venom and Carnage. Go ahead. I'll explain that.
Because Carnage doesn't per se listen to Venom, but he does acknowledge him as his father.
Yeah, just like Venom acknowledges Null as his father. So here's the thing. The reason why they started Defect is because Null was sealed away for so long. Their original hive mind started to shatter. Yeah. And so that's why, like, all the other ones started to have their own personality and stuff. However, the ones that truly broke away from the hive mind were ones tainted by something extremely hostile, and that's how that kind of happened from there. So that's why Venom is different and Carnage is different. That's why Carnage wanted to fight Null. He didn't want to serve Null, he wanted to fight Null. Like, that was the whole point of his comic, was like, he's like, I'm gonna fight Null. Like, when he comes down here, I'm taking him out. I'm taking his power. And they're like, I don't know who Null is, but we gotta stop him. No, that entire arc, probably, that whole Venom arc explains so much in depth for a lot of things. And, like, yeah, Null is, like, he's up there. He's even older than the Chaos King.
Yeah. And mind you,
Is the Chaos King
King.
the what's that a different one? The one that what's it called now? In the I can't remember the name they used for, it, but in the ethereal plane that Professor X battled, that's not the Chaos King.
No, that's the
That's the Shadow King or whatever.
well, that's a thug that named himself the Shadow King.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, like don't get it twisted. The Shadow King is just a strong telepath. That is, he ain't doing shit on a Friday night. He's just gonna chill. Like the Chaos King, for all intents and purposes, is like one of the ancient Pathian gods. That's like, yo, I want my realm back. Like him and Null would kind of go hand in hand, but Null also hates that because he just wants emptiness. He doesn't want anything else in the universe. He just wants no sound, no light. That he's like it even says that in his origin story. He's like, I loved it when the world was quiet. I want my quiet back. Like that's his whole mission. Like he's like just all about that.
Like what's it called? The Chaos King. His story is one of my favorite Marvel stories. He's one of my favorite Marvel villains. He's so ridiculous, and it's like in the story for him. I've only watched it on YouTube with Comics Explained Crawler, but in the story for him, he's the guy crawler. I told you that by the time they stopped him, it was like 98.7 or 97.8% of the universe. Yeah, that's him. Like they were like, he was like, I just want to be around nothing. They're like, they opened a pocket dimension to nothing. God King Hercules, because that's the title he got after he ascended to that level after getting all of his shit. Okay. Punch this guy and he goes flying into it, and he's just like, oh, okay, sick. I'm gonna just chill here. Like Chaos King, who are we talking about right before him?
No.
Null, and oh my gosh, Chaos King, Null, and I want to say it's one from DC. Yes, the Darkest Night when he gets his true form.
Oh, Manhattan Batman, yeah.
Yeah, those are all like.
They're universe enders.
They're all universe enders where it's like they legit almost achieve their goal. They have the Kefka syndrome. It's like except Kefka actually won. But
yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing. It's like they're universe enders, and it's only because of the fact that they almost won. But it's like what I mean by that is like, so Darkseid, sure, you could say he's a universe ender. No, he just wants to put the entire universe under his palm. There's a difference. He's a conqueror.
There's a difference.
He's a conqueror. Where he's like, once I claim the whole thing, then I'll play around. Right? Like these guys are just like, I'm not playing with shit. Everything's going. I'm not going to think twice about this.
Everything's getting the delete button. Like, when I was watching the story on the Chaos King, when it got to the part where they said how he eliminated 97, 98%, whatever the number was of the Marvel Universe, I was like, I don't understand. It's just like, yeah, like you literally have these giant ethereal god versions of each other battling outside of the planet in space.
Well, okay. What's my favorite part of a comics explaining it? He's like, yeah, he rips a portal to hell, and all the people in hell are just like, fucking book it, just get out of here. Like, just hit the fan, running. This man is out here to, like, he's not even catching fades. He's throwing them out there. He's like drops like, these guys just hit the fucking ground and they ran out of their realms because they're not dealing with this, man. Like, that's how powerful the Chaos King was. Like, the second people sensed his presence, gone. They just ran off. Gone. I'm not dealing with this.
There were other pantheons of gods that were like, who? Amatsubi Gawashi's out? Later.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm just gonna retreat to my hidden god sphere of nothingness that I keep in my back pocket, just in case this guy ever shows up.
Now here's the thing. Wizzo finished the entire name. They didn't even finish the entire name. There's like, Amatsu gone.
That's it.
Not do because they're just like I don't. They knew who he was the entire time. That was the wild part. And then
Yes.
and then he's
So they were just all chilling, hoping that he would just be at peace.
He would just
forever
stay
and
away
not-
forever.
and
He
not
just
do nothing.
I don't know. I don't remember. That's the only thing about when you watch comics and stuff like that on YouTube or whatever is that it's like if there is a part of his story that fully explains the origin, like fully explains it, you don't sometimes get that all the time in the synopsis, right?
yeah.
So it's like if there is a part of his story where it's like in the beginning, this is what was what and this is what was what and it's this form of chaos. You know what I mean? It wouldn't surprise you if that was there, but it's kind of like for the purpose of the video.
Oh, I can explain that. There's no formation in the Chaos King. Like the origin story was like he's an ancient god basically, and then one day he just showed up being like, "Hey man, can I hang with you?" And like, "You good? Like you reformed now? You ain't gonna do things?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm totally cool." It's like that guy, that friend that comes out of rehab and like, "Yo man, just making sure you're okay. Like,
Yeah.
don't want to trigger anything on you."
I severed
And
her
like
connection to her throne world.
that, like that's how his origin is kind of. Is like it's kind of like, but it also seems fair because it's like he's not like Null, where Null needs an origin story. Because if you're going past the Celestials, you need to explain to me why.
Yeah. From what I understand, the Chaos King is like one of those one-off stories.
So too did his sister perish.
Like the Marquis of Death.
The Marquis of Death is another one. Like, listen to me.
I heard about that guy too.
When Rob goes, people don't understand about the level of power they're dealing with here with the Marquis of Death. Okay, the Beyonder shows up and he waves his hand. Okay, and they're gone. He's like, Beyonders. He's like, 3 Beyonders show up, and the Marquis of Death waves his hand, and 3 Beyonders went, bloop.
Yep.
Yeah, those guys
He looks in a general direction in the multiverse, and like all 6 multiverses get just wiped. And Doom is sitting there like, man, I picked the wrong fucking day to not be a hero.
Right?
Oh,
Like, holy.
Doom sees it, he's like, I gotta fucking get rid of this. This